y'all, this is the reason why Cat and Speed show got canceled and why it was stopped so fast. Let's get around to this and see all the reasons why.
The Speed Show, one of the biggest collab channels in streaming history, featuring the then growing site Rumble, that everybody and their mama thought was going to give Twitch a run for its money. Yeah, that didn't happen, and yeah, that show quietly died, and nobody really noticed. Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed had their own show, the Kai and Speed Show, and for a moment everybody thought it was going to take over, which it kind of did, but now it's gone. No finale, no goodbye, just silence.
Why though?
So what happened? Let's break it down.
Yeah, what happened?
This wild collab ended before it ever really hit its full potential. At first, when Kai and Speed announced the joint show on Rumble, the internet lost its mind. Two of the biggest streamers in the world teaming up. It was labeled a historic moment by Rumble's CEO. And honestly, it kind of was. In May 2023, Kai and Speed signed an exclusive deal with Rumble. This wasn't just two friends going live, it was a major content partnership. Kai brought the Kai Mafia, and Speed brought his growing international fan base. And they did it on a third-party platform nobody saw coming. Why Rumble though? Because Rumble gave them full creative control. No Twitch bans, no YouTube restrictions, just chaos. Expectations were crazy. An official trailer teased crazy.
Wait, so Rumble gave them full creative control? Why did they stop doing it then? That literally was something that was 100% theirs. They should have continued that. Hold on, I gotta see what made them stop doing it then. Let me really like it.
3 live shows a month.
No man, I'm getting out.
3 live shows a month.
Football players. Professional footballer, Man United. Straight. Bro, get over now. You IShowSpeed from Ohio. The only thing that you sucking is messy hitting your mom. Alright, so we starting the show. What the we doing?
Real chaos. Definitely real chaos it was.
Damn it, bro, what the fuck you
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. They did used to stay fighting when they was doing this show on the live stream. They used to stay getting into it.
Watch this! Yeah, you make me weird as fuck anyways, bro. You from Ohio. And bitch, you from the Bronx, bro.
Come on, nigga, you from Ohio and you from the Bronx.
What the fuck?
At the time, both were going crazy. Kai had just finished a record-breaking subathon and won Streamer of the Year. Speed was pulling insane numbers with viral stunts in football and all that. They were at their peak, and still is, by the way. In episode 1, 100,000 peak live viewers on Rumble. That's huge for a platform most people weren't even using yet. The VOD cleared about like 23 million views. Rumble was talking about that this kind of moment was impossible a year ago, 2022. And for a second, it looked like the Kai and Speed show was going to be a huge success. But as we know, that future is short-lived. The Kai and Speed show continued through 2023 with a series of episodes, each seemingly trying to outdo the last. In early installments, Kai and Speed traveled and took on wild challenges. For episode 2, they streamed overnight in the most haunted place in America. That attracted over 300k peak viewers, the highest live audience of the series. Episode 3 saw them visit Disneyland in Japan, which became the most watched episode by total hours viewed. Other episodes included a live stream from the UK, a chaotic talent show, a dating-themed episode, and more. As hype as the show started, it didn't take long for the momentum to fall apart. They promised multiple episodes a month, but in reality, we barely got one a month, if that. The schedule was all over the place. Sometimes they dropped back-to-back episodes with 2 days in between, then out of nowhere, 3-month gaps, no announcement, no heads up, just radio silence. And that inconsistency killed the hype. Fans didn't know when to tune in, and when they finally did drop something, it started to feel mid. Yeah, I said it, it's mid, bro. Let's look at some of the later episodes. This is stuff that you can find off of like YouTube or Twitch. It's like, why not stream on Twitch? I get it, they had a contract, but it's just like, come on, bro. Compare the trailer and then the other episodes, the later episodes. Just do that. Compare and then compare. Just see how crazy it is. Like, no, granted, the first few episodes had wild setups, haunted houses, Disneyland, Japan, Tiana's Trump in the woods.
I know, right?
But later episodes, Tiana Trump in the woods. Episode 9 was just a recycled talent show in Miami. Episode 10 tried to switch it up with a power slap in Vegas, but the buzz wasn't there. I guess the trailer hyped up the idea that every episode would be better and better, but that that bar never got raised again. After episode 5, fans noticed, and the numbers reflected it. Early episodes were pulling hundreds of thousands live, but by episode 9, they barely cracked to 33K. And that's still good, but not what it was before. As the live audience shrank, the Kai and Speed channels standing on Rumble's platform also slipped. During the show's early phase, the Kai and Speed channel routinely ranked among the top 3 on Rumble by peak viewership, only behind streamers like Andrew Tate's channel and the official GOP News channel. By the first half of 2024, the Kai and Speed show had dropped to 6th place on Rumble, overtaken by other streamers. And because of that, fewer streams, fewer viewers, and less buzz. Still, no one expected the show to outright disappear without an official finale, yet that's essentially what happened. The last episode aired on March 27, 2024, a 2-part sleepover special at Kai's house, and nothing after that.
Oh, snap. I kind of remember a little bit of parts of that episode. I had reacted to some parts. Come on now. Commercials. Come on. Stop it.
Man, alright, chat, bro. W stream. Said I love y'all, man. Next stream we're gonna actually do Outlast because we owe y'all, so we actually gotta do Outlast and shit.
And we never heard from them again.
Wow.
So why did the Kai and Speed show stop? The most straightforward answer is that the exclusive contract with Rumble expired. According to reports, Kai and Speed's deal with Rumble ran from May 2023 until March 2024, after which the contract ended.
So they only
Kai,
signed a 1-year contract. Okay, makes sense.
Speed, nor Rumble put out an official statement saying the show was canceled, but the lack of any episodes for over a year speaks for itself. Fans picked up on the likely explanation, so somebody on Reddit asked like what happened, why they canceled the show or whatever, what's going on, and then one user responded, Rumble's contract most likely ended, so they're free to do it on their own channels. Another said that Kai and Speed finessed the hell out of Rumble, implying that Kai and Speed took a lucrative deal, delivered the bare contract minimum, and then skedaddled with the money, which is a crazy finesse, but W scam, I guess. It's important to note that the end of the show would not signal any personal
What when my boy say I get that money and I disappear, like who the fuck gonna find me? That's what they did. They got that money and they disappeared back to their platforms.
Kai and Speed, the two remain friends and continue to collaborate here and there, but the Kai and Speed show was essentially a variety/IRL stunt show, a fun side project, I guess, but I don't think they really mesh well together, to be honest. I know that's a hot take, but hear me out, okay? Kai and Speed individually have been honing different niches. Kai's content often revolves around interacting with other rappers, celebrities, or doing skits on Twitch or whatever, while Speed's content leads into IRL stuff as well, and sports fandom, mostly sports. Think Ronaldo, racing, all that. They've matured into slightly different lanes. Rumble's format didn't fully showcase their strengths as much as their solo content does. I mean, if you look at the later episodes, you can tell that the energy on stream was just a bit forced compared to the more spontaneous, unscripted collabs that they had in the future or in the past before this whole Kai and Speed Rumble shit. But you gotta remember what 2023 was. It was the wild west of streaming platforms. Twitch pissed off a lot of creators with the contract changes and random bans, so everybody started jumping ship. Streamers who was loyal to Twitch for the longest, off the top of my head, Aiden Ross, Bootstrap Him Off, Yo Rage, all of them left Twitch in 2023 or 2024 around there. Kick offered them some crazy contracts, $100 million, like nothing, like candy. Here you go, boy, here you go. You take that. Rumble tried to pivot from politics into mainstream entertainment by signing streamers. Everybody was getting paid, even if the platforms weren't really built yet, or if you look at Rumble, it just looks like a piece of shit, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kai Cenat was right in the middle of all this. He openly debated where to go. Kick, Rumble, and YouTube, or stay loyal to Twitch. He was tactical with it. Instead of fully jumping ship, he did the smart thing. Grabbed the bag from Rumble for a side project while keeping his main empire on Twitch. Again, W finesse, W scam.
Everybody, okay, first of all, let me go ahead and say something real quick. I had to move very tactical on this platform. I feel like niggas is ready to get me fucked out. But it's all love, you feel what I'm saying? Chat, first of all, the streaming, the normal streaming that me and you do, it's always going to be on here, so that doesn't change. That's why that was a big reason for me going my route. You feel me? A lot of niggas wanted me to be 100% exclusive on platforms and shit. And tell you, I know I'm not the type of person when it comes to shit like this. I would never, I won't do what I don't think is right. I won't do what I don't think is great for y'all. I feel like anything that's against that or what I want to do and what makes me feel comfortable, I won't do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. I won't do it. I done discussed like with a whole bunch of people, shout out to all the other platforms and shit like that. You feel me? I fuck with y'all and shit. But you know, it just wasn't the right move for certain things in my career.
Meanwhile, Speed was already banned from Twitch and didn't care. He just went wherever the money and chaos were. The Kai Speed show was born in that.
Speed definitely. You can, bro. Speed definitely the type that he don't care. Speed did not care that Twitch banned him. He is the chaos. Okay. Wherever he go, his people gonna follow.
It was a product of the 2023 platform war. It was also a flex move by Rumble to prove that they could get A-list streamers. But like most of the platform deals, it was hype first, no longevity. What do y'all think? Did Kai and Speed scam Rumble and the fans as well? Because it looks like...
Nah, I feel like they fulfilled their 1-year contract. Once the 1-year contract was up, that's it. They didn't have to re-sign or nothing. That's what I think, man. I think if they only had a 1-year deal, 1-year contract, they did that up until they 1-year contract was up. Hey, that's how it's supposed to go. As long as you fulfill what your contract say, it's not a scam. You did what your contract asked you to do. It's just that simple. I didn't know that they just had a 1-year contract. I thought maybe it was gonna be like at least multiple years, like 2 or 3 years. But that's why it died or it got canceled. It didn't really get canceled. It just their contract had expired. So that's what really happened. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know if y'all would like to see a Kai and Speed reunion though. Let me know if y'all would like to see a Kai and Speed reunion on Rumble or another platform, whether it's Rumble, Kick, or Twitch, where they just do crazy streams again together. Let me know down in the comments below how y'all feel about that. Until then, subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss no new video from your boy Jamario, and I'll see y'all next video.